We want to say all praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yashai, Bashim Makar, Brakatham. This is a word from James, Jamaica. Been a lesson on the word perfect pertain to this society of what they see or what they think is perfect. Now, this man I was listening to some Jamaican music, and I was it hit me same time. I said, but Kuyani, the music here actually sound dumb. What them this generation they produce now. And same time it hit me. I said, okay. The only reason why I could actually say that is that I used to listen the one. Sorry, it's not Corona. I used to listen the one before, which is the one in when I used to listen to reggae in the 90s, in the 80s, 90s, and you can hear some hardcore reggae or some hardcore dancehall. But speaking based upon of the type of music they make it now, and I could clearly say these music are rubbish. But when I look deep into it, I realize that hey, but everything is set in a perfect balance. The only way I could see that this music is actually crap because I used to listen to one before to judge it off of that and realize, oh shit, but this what I used to listen to is far more better than this. Now, when you realize in life itself is that you need duality, right? Duality explain everything in life. Duality is a must. One establish the other, right? So everything, the most I make everything perfect, balance. Nothing is made imperfect. Even bad is in perfect balance, right? Even bad is perfect to the Most High, because if bad didn't exist, you couldn't know what is good, and if good didn't exist, you wouldn't know what is bad. So the both of them work hand in hand to establish the good of another, right? And just to squeeze it in, you realize a lot of Christians may say, oh, when the Most High or God come back, the way this thing are wiped with all evil, and they will not know. You cannot get good if evil don't exist. It's the only way you explain and you would understand what is good or what is evil, if the both of them exist. Right? And the Most High create both sides, and the both side belongs to him. The both side belong to the Most High. He must steer at both ends. Is movie this. This is him write the script. Right? Imagine up without no down. It would be just be in space. Imagine left. Imagine you're going left. Hey, the only way you could be able to go left because right exists. And you cannot, I repeat, you cannot take away one and the other exists. That is madness. So overall, you have to have good and you have to have bad. One established other. The only thing in this kingdom is that this kingdom take this wickedness too far. You have more wickedness than good. But at the same time, the only way you could actually explain that or understand that unless you understand what is good. And the only way you can understand what is good unless you fast ahead in the scriptures, man. Because the scriptures tell you what is good and what is bad. The laws, the commandments, statutes of the Most High. But I'm not getting to that today. But the point is that the Most High make everything perfect. And like I said a while ago, I didn't get in. I don't want to get in. Oh, you know what is perfect unless you go in the scriptures to the Most High tell you what is perfect and what is not perfect, so you could be able to judge and know what the Most High talking about from what not the Most High talking about. Anyway, let's get back on the road again. So, this is the word perfect. Let me just get to the point. French perfection, completeness. 12th century from Latin, perfectionem, no speak different language, but anyway, finishing, completing, perfection, noun of action from past participle, steam of to sorry, to accomplish, finish, complete. So perfection is basically complete, and only way that good can complete unless evil exists, and only way evil complete unless good exists. So the both have to exist for it to complete, right? And a matter of fact, when people think about evil, they think about um like like a evil, like an evil horror movie. But even the word evil times just mean bad times. Like bad times fall upon you. That are also evil times. But just to explain that is that it is also perfect, because if it didn't happen, you would know what is good, right? It is kind of a teacher. It teaches you what is good. So one established good. Now, matter of fact, I'm gonna jump to the first scripture. This is Romans 9, and let me start at 19. Thou will say then unto me, why doest ye yet find fault? For who has resisted his will? Nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against God? Shall the thing farm say unto him that farmeth it, why hast thou made thus? So, yeah. And not the potter pour over the clay, are the same lump to make one vessel to honor, and one and another to dishonor. So yes, the Most High make one vessel to honor, one to dishonor. So again, duality, right? Perfection. The duality is perfection, right? And this is the next scripture. We're taking it from the Apocrypha. This is Ecclesiasticus 42 and 24. All things are double one against another, and he had made nothing imperfect. So him say all things are double, everything double, up against down, good against bad, good over evil, left, right, up, down, everything is double one against another. So that is itself perfection right there. Good, evil, up, down. He admit all these things. Nothing what you see in front of you exists by another creator. Is the Holy Almighty. So him create all these things. So all these things was created for perfection, not for bad. Was created for, like a man may, it may sound away, but it's the truth. A man may cross the road without the knowledge of looking left and right, and a car come out of nowhere and slap him, and pan spot him dead. Right? Now the duality of that, or the sin of that, is that when you look upon that and you see that now, you're gonna say, wait, this man crossed you, hey, when me across, me gonna look left and right. Now him learn the evil happened to the man before him learn. Say when crossing the road you look left and look right. So that happens so that him could learn. It sound away, but it's facts. Things happen that people learn. So without things happen, the opposite of things happen, people will not understand the effect of things if it don't happen sometime on a physical stage, right? So one thing all things are double one against another, and he had made nothing imperfect. One thing established the good of another, and who shall be filled with beholding his glory. So one thing established the good of another. So the establishment of that man, and realize say if him don't look left or right, a car gonna blink in him backside, and he gonna suffer the consequence. Right? So that itself is perfection. And we're gonna move to the next scripture is Job 16, sorry, Job 13 and 16. With him is strength and wisdom. So as I said, with strength and wisdom, so the most High is wisdom. That's why I could be able to make both sides. Right? The deceiver and the deceiver are his. There go again. The both entity of the both sides are his. So him make both sides. Both sides belong to him. But guess what? One is playing against the other. But it's necessary for that to happen so you can understand the good of another. Right? Let me just jump to and this is a scripture. This is Isaiah 45. And the reason why I'm reading this scripture is that people get the concept that evil was created by Satan or just some dumb shit like that. Right? This is Isaiah 45. I'm going to start from 5. I am the Lord, and there is none else. So make that clear. There is no God beside me. I girded thee thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west. Rising of the sun and from the west, and there is none beside me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. So him tell us straight, there is no God beside him. So him create both light and create darkness. Again, duality. Again, perfection. Without night, you can't know what is day. Without day, you can't know what is night. Right? I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. And the reason why I bring up a scripture, because some people get the fact that one is God in the universe. So even though it's still doing with dualities, what it said, I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So evil, good and evil is perfection itself. Right? It is perfection itself. Without evil, you cannot know what is good. And without good, you cannot know what is evil. So the both have to exist for you to understand the balance of both. So with that said, I want to say our praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yoshai, Bashim Rakar, Barakatham. This is the wife from James, Jamaica, doing the lesson and with perfection. Shalom.